Yo, so I'm out for my morning walk, and I was thinking to myself, man, how profound just a little bit of information, right? How profound one idea really is and really can be in our lives. Earl Nightingale once said that an idea, right, can completely revolutionize your work, therefore completely revolutionize your entire life. And I was thinking this morning as I was out here walking, I took a 5-minute audio clip of an audio book that I'm listening to right now. Okay, let me turn around, make sure I'm not walking into a car. I'm walking backwards on purpose. It's a part of my training. But my boys and I, we all have this same audio book that we're listening to right now, right? And what we are doing is we're doing 5 minutes a day of listening to this audio book a day. We're taking mental notes and taking down notes of things that we learned, things that we're picking up. And so I started off my walk this morning with that audio book, right, playing. Just 5 minutes. And it's crazy. It's crazy how, I've always been one who read paperback books. And I didn't put any time on it. I just kind of just read the books, right? But now that we're doing this 5 minutes a day reading, the information that came through in just 5 minutes was so profound. It was like mind blowing, right? I don't know what I expected, right? But what I expected was to learn something, obviously, to be exposed to something new. But the reason I'm recording this video is to share with you how easy it is to completely revolutionize our lives, completely revolutionize the way that we think, the way that we process, the way that we live our lives, right? Because ultimately the way that we live our lives is based on our thinking, right? We are where we are, right? Because of the way, we are where we are, right? Because of the way that we think. We're where we are because of how we think. We are how we are because of how we think. And what's amazing about the human experience and just the human expression is that at any point in time, we can literally revolutionize, alter, change, adapt, grow, mature, improve our thinking. Thus, totally revolutionizing, changing, improving our lives overall, right? And this may not be earth-shaking information, but it's worth talking about. It's worth considering. It's worth the reminder, right? In and through this video that we don't have to stay where we are, right? And maybe that's my message. Maybe you're at a place in your life where you don't like where you are. You don't like who you are. You don't like how you're showing up. You don't like the results that you're seeing on a consistent basis. And maybe this video is just here to serve as either new news to you or as a reminder, because maybe you've heard it before, that you don't have to stay stuck, right? You're not stuck. You don't have to stay where you are, right? In this thing called life. You can literally begin today to change your life by changing your thinking, by changing the information, the ideas, right, that you expose yourself to. By changing your environment, by changing the inputs, by changing the things that you allow yourself to see and to hear, it begins to influence and impact your entire state of being. And when you impact your entire state of being, then your standards change and what you want in life change and the way that you see things change and the way, most importantly, the way that you see yourself begins to change, right? And it totally changes the game. So I just wanted to take a few minutes. I don't know how long this video is, but I just wanted to just come along, man, and say, you're never stuck. You're never stuck. You're never stuck. You don't have to stay where you are. If you don't like where you are, you can change it by taking something as small as 5 minutes a day. I mean, in those 5 minutes, man, and that's what really inspired me to create this video. In those 5 minutes, the stuff that I was, exposed to, right? And by the way, this was a book from Munroe. I'll put the book and a link to the book in the description of this video, because it's some dope material, right? But it's a book by Munroe, Dr. Munroe. He passed away a couple of years ago, but a champion in the faith and a champion in self-help and self-improvement, from a faith and from a biblical perspective. But the boy was dope. So anyway, I'll put that link in the video. But yeah, man, like, I was so inspired because it was like in 5 minutes, he dropped nugget after nugget, jewel after jewel. And I was just like, yo, I can't even process all this fast. I mean, a 5-minute snippet of an audiobook totally set me on fire, right? Not that I wasn't already on fire to begin with, but I'm just that much more on fire. So anyway, man, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut it down. You don't have to stay stuck. If you change this, you can change everything. That's the message. Change how you think, change how you live, end of story. But you change how you think by changing what you expose yourself to, and that can be more intentional. You can be intentional about what you expose yourself to and the information that you take in. Hope that makes sense. I want to encourage you to do that. If you don't like where you are, take ownership of your mind, take ownership of your situation. And when you take ownership of it, that means you can change it. Just like owning a house. If you're renting the house, you can't do many upgrades. But if you own the house, you can do with the house whatever you want. You can totally redesign it. And your life is just like a house. If you own it, if you own up to it and say, this is my life, I am where I am because of how I've been thinking, and I'll be where I want to be because of the new way I will intentionally improve the way I think. Then listen, through that ownership, you'll be on your way. All right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down because I'm tired of walking backwards. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and walk forward so I can continue on my day on time. Love y'all, praying for y'all, believing in y'all. Somehow, some way, today, get out there and be why it's possible. Peace.